Hello there. What's up? It's Mike. Look, the reason why I didn't tell half of you that I was getting bullied like crazy, because if you found out what was going on, you would have been furious. Like, Top Notch and Gabriel, if they had found out what was really going on with me, like me being bullied like really bad. And let's just keep this let's keep this as a metaphor, alright? Top Notch being Gabriel, like, we gotta figure this out. They'd be so furious. Metaphorically, it's only like a metaphor, right? They would look through all my records somewhere in the school or somewhere and be like, what is all this? And the paper will say, you know how like there's, private papers that have records of what happens in your life? Gabriel and Top Notch would look at these papers like, whoa, this guy was psychologically suffering. And he would like, what's all this? And then Gabriel and Top Notch would be like, what in the world? This was all hidden from us? And then Gabriel would be like, yeah. And then Gabriel would be like, was this really going on long before us? Like, long before us even met him? And then Mariah will walk in saying, and then starts looking at the paper like, this kid was psychologically tortured in school. And then Mariah's going to be like, I am really mad now. And then Amberly's going to show up in that same room saying, what in the world? Like, nearly his whole entire life? Psychological torture? Amberly be like, looking at that paper, really furious. Who else would be mad? Let's see. Alright, hold on. I think there's some people who would have gotten mad. Hold on. And then, one of my besties, Alexandra, if she came in and saw the papers and read everything, she would have been fierce, like, what the? He endured this much psychological pain? He'd be like, how? And she'll be like, how come I wasn't notified of this? She would just look at that paper like, what the? Everybody would be like, what's going on? What was really going on with Mike? Was he really in that much pain? A lot of things would happen, everyone. Let me think. Who else would have been mad? Well, pretty much everyone. Well, because like if I had told you what was going on, if I had told you, you would have been so furious. You would have gotten so mad. You probably would have been in jail for murder. Probably. I'm saying like you would have gotten so mad, like you would have been so mad. So yeah, I was afraid of telling all of you what was going on back then because I didn't want you to go to jail for murder. I didn't want you to risk losing your freedom. So yeah, everyone, you probably would have looked at my papers and my records like, why in the world is this kid under that much stress? Top Notch would be like, what could this all mean? And then Gary would be like, I don't know. Was he really in that much pain? Mariah then would say, apparently, what happened? This is so confusing. And then Amberly's going to be like, I kind of knew this was going on a little bit, but I wasn't sure. But then she'll be like, he was never happy. He never was. So yeah, everyone, I didn't want to risk you losing your freedom over me. I'm sorry, everyone. I didn't want to risk it because if all of you had found out what was going on, you would have been disgusted. You would have found those people and they'd probably be dead. I'm serious. If you seen everything, you would have been furious. Yes. So yeah, I didn't want to risk you losing your freedom and your happiness, everyone. That's why I didn't tell you. I didn't want to put my burden on you. Alright? So yeah, that's why I didn't say nothing. Like I said, I did not want you to go to jail for murder. Because you would have been so furious. Well, there you know, now you got your answer.